Still too high. Too high. Let's try this mic check again. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Look at you in your daredevil costume. She's daring. She's talented. She's fierce. Please welcome to the stage, Sarah-Jayne Riley. Woo! Welcome to 2025 and your episode of the Tiffany Show, your TV, Peterborough, Lindsay, and of course, Kojiko. We are downtown, beautiful downtown PTBO in the Canoe Cafe on set. I am fired up because our next guest rolled in here like an actual hurricane of energy that I feed off of. Please, let's bring her in. Welcome to the Tiffany Show, Sarah-Jayne Riley. Slide right in. Keep on rolling. Big wheels keep on turning.
They do.
Sarah-Jayne Riley. I kept encountering SJ at different things in the city. Watched her perform at multiple events. Remarkably talented. I do have to tell you, she dropped a single called Talk to Me. Look for it on Spotify. So powerful. I actually added it to 3 separate playlists on Spotify.
Yes.
Beautiful storytelling.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's actually told from like the perspective of an ex-boyfriend wanting me to stay and talk to him. And I had to leave that situation because it didn't serve me anymore. But you know, you write songs about that.
Before we kind of get into it and peel some of your layers back, SJ, can you tell our friends a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I am from Peterborough, born and raised. I am a recording artist entrepreneur.
You're also a board member.
I'm a board member, yeah. So I sit on the board of directors for Showplace.
Awesome.
Well, one of my old teachers from Fleming asked me, to be on the board.
Oh my gosh, I'm also a Fleming alumni.
Nice.
We've got a lot in common, SJ. What were you originally taking when you went to Fleming?
So I graduated with marketing. And I went to Trent. I graduated from Trent with my business, and then I went back to Fleming, and I got my human resources, and then human resources professional designation.
And you flex all of those muscles.
I do.
You do. You've also built your own tour recently.
Yeah. So in April, we're going to be going on tour. First time with my band. We're going to be going to Ottawa, Kingston, Toronto, Hamilton.
Nice.
And then I also have an underlying marketing plan as well to go with that as a pop-up tour in vintage shops.
Right.
That supports the larger shows. Yeah, and so I'm also going to be going around with Paradigm Pictures. Shout out to my friends at Paradigm Pictures. And filming that whole journey in a couple of different ways. So if anyone saw the visualizer for Talk to Me, they filmed that. They've also filmed a lot of the music videos that I've taken off the internet. Actually, I do have a separate small electronic music project called Fine that we produce high level music videos for. That's all on the internet. So with my partner Michael Hayes, and that's kind of like my low key slow burn.
You
project.
just do a little bit of I love that because I do a little bit of everything just in a different space.
Well, I've been learning about myself lately, and it's through human design.
Ooh.
And I've learned that I am a manifesting generator. And I used to be really hard on myself for getting and dabbling into all these different things, but actually it's just a part of my human design. And so I'm going to lean into it.
What an excellent piece of advice. Lean into it. Yeah, and authenticity breeds vulnerability that establishes community and creates human connections. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Can you share with us a little bit about your journey?
So I'll just take it back to kind of I went to PCBS, arts program, Crestwood, and then Crestwood.
Every time I hear PCBS, I just know that if I also would have gone there.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're so lucky.
I didn't really know who I was. I kind of was in this relationship that took a lot of my essence and energy, no fault of their own, but just me kind of losing some pieces of myself. And then I was like, I'm going to go back to Fleming. Maybe another degree will...
Another degree will fix it.
Make me know who I am. No. But anyway, so I went back to Fleming, and it was great because after that, I got hired on.
Oh my gosh.
with the student council.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I was their events and volunteer kind of coordinator.
Nice.
And that really was awesome because I got to influence student leaders. And that is another thing that I absolutely love is just invigorating student leaders. And so, and growing kind of like small business people and just getting them their own feet. You know, I met a lot of people from all over the world, a lot of international students who like I just learned so much stuff from them, and I'm still I have lots of friends from that still today who come to my show. So I was a manager at the residence. I was like, I had bought a house, I checked that box. I was a manager, I checked that box. I like had a company phone, I checked that box.
Yes, I remember that feeling.
Right, but I was so sad on the inside. My God, and things started changing a lot, and so did my relationship at home. And it seemed like my life path forward was really confusing, and I actually developed and went into a really dark depression from about 2016 to 2021, where I started discovering myself. And there was a Facebook post from just a random person. That random person is named David Joyce, who is absolutely one of my friends.
I love David Joyce, Treble Cock Studios.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, David. I also have a funny story about David from years ago.
Yeah. And so I met David on set of this short film that I said, yes, I'm an actor and I want to be involved. So I volunteered just to be an actor, and that's where I met Kat too.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
So I'm talking this was a big bang moment for me. Like it was absolutely insane. So I said yes to a Facebook post, and my entire life changed because of it. Like I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it.
Same.
And so from there, things just started melting away from my old life. And the more I leaned into my authenticity and leaned into this new life, this new version of me, the more I was coming to be. Yeah. And so, David was working with another artist at the time, and I said, I have songs, I'm a songwriter. I would love to give you my songs for your project. And so I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be a songwriter. And then that all fell through. And then he's like, oh, do you want to do recording? And I was like, yeah, like me record, like me sing on the thing. And I never thought of it before. Like I did a demo back when I was like 17 at Barry Haggerty's studio, like back in the day.
Oh my gosh.
2006, 2007. Yeah. And other than that, really nothing. But I had been writing songs the entire time because that's who I am.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so it ended up that David helped me just bring this whole thing to light, and the new me kind of out.
Always connected. The power of like stepping into your own.
I left my partner of 12 years on Valentine's Day, and it wasn't me anymore, it wasn't serving me, and it's just, they weren't understanding, and so, you just have to step away. And so I left my house. Oh. I stepped out into the unknown. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I didn't know what it was going to look like, but I knew I had trust in myself to make it all work. Yeah.
What were some of the tools that you equipped yourself with to find that self-love? Because self-love comes up a lot on the show.
Yeah, and it's huge.
Huge.
It's like the biggest thing I can promote for people going through a hard time is just, you are enough for yourself first. Yes. First and foremost. And then it's so funny as you lean into that piece of yourself, other people start realizing that treating you with respect, and you put up personal boundaries, and it's really interesting how it all comes back.
Yeah, they'll either come in or they'll weed themselves out. Too,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. No, seriously. And so the people who aren't meant for you will leave your life. It's just the way it is.
Especially if you're growing.
Oh, yeah.
It served you for the time that you were there, and
my whole thing is serve the you of now. Even if, I was trying to be an HR professional at one point, maybe I did want to be that. But then I grew into not wanting to do that.
Yeah.
And so I was okay with myself letting go of that version of me.
Wow.
Because we think of how many versions of us there could possibly be.
Yes.
Right?
I was just talking with someone today about our cell turnover.
Yeah.
And how we're like a whole new human being every 7 years.
7 months, baby.
Right? They're turning fast.
Manifest menacing generator. Watch out, girl.
I love that. We talked about songwriting.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to assume you have a whole roster of songs, which is
yeah.
like, what a special, beautiful, therapeutic thing to do as well. But is there a lyric or a song that you've created that holds like a personal meaning to you?
I like that question because there is one specific lyric that I really like, and it's, I don't want to behave like a little lady, popping babies, mouthing the words of a man who called me crazy and tied me to the future. It's just about women's role in society. You know, sometimes we get pressure to act a certain way and to be a certain way in society, and if we're not in that box, then we aren't worth anything. So I don't want to be tied to the future. I don't want someone to tell me I'm crazy but still have to like be attached to them or whatever. Yeah. You know, and I personally have chosen not to have kids. So cheers to all of us.
Cheers
ladies.
to all of us, ladies.
Just doing what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm so about that. So that's in my song called Maintenance of the Nation. That's coming out April 20th.
Oh my God, and my birthday's in March, and International Women's Day. I've got a big celebration in March too. And SJ's dropping her album in March. So March is a big month.
Yeah, that single's coming out in March, and then the album. So I have 3 singles coming out before the album. The first one is in January. It's called Comeback Kid. It's all about making your own personal comeback. And I'm hoping to inspire people who are going through a really hard time right now to think about I'm going to be sharing a whole bunch of people's comeback stories. So I've got people to write in, and I've got people to just give their story. So it's going to live on my website, and then I'm going to publish maybe a little book or something to help people. And then you remember the chicken soup books?
Totally.
Kind of like that, but a smaller version.
Yes.
Yeah, and then that's going to be all my promo for the Comeback Kid song. February, I Maintenance of the Nation coming out. And that is all about fighting against society's boundaries that they put on you. And then, in March, Kaleidoscope Mind is coming out. And Kaleidoscope Mind is all about how you internalize your struggles, change it, and project the light out for everybody. And then the other 2 that are coming out with the album are called Save Myself. And it's literally about sometimes you gotta pick yourself up. There's no one else in this world that's going to do it. And you have to save yourself. And so the lyrics are, no one's coming to save me. I gotta save myself. And then my other song's called Kensington Market. And that's all about thrift culture and just being the most authentic version of yourself.
Now, was there ever a time that you wanted to give up on music? Because you've poured a lot into this.
Well, I'm telling you, from the age of 19 to 26, I didn't do music, and I wondered what was wrong with me. What the heck was wrong with me? And as I said, I fell into that deep depression because I was not doing music. I wasn't living my authentic self.
Yeah, when we lose the things that we love, or like our true wants.
And so I started to be a musician in the middle of the pandemic when everybody else was giving it up.
We're all baking bread and
because I work at Fleming Residence, so I went to work every day.
You still had to take care of people.
I also went to work every day. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was tough. But we discovered a lot about ourselves during that time.
Yes.
Yeah, I felt like that too. The Tiffany Show was a product of COVID. Also, found myself in that space where I wasn't really feeling, fulfilled, and
I think a lot of people came to that moment of like, well, no, like I'm gonna go forward as me, and I'm emerging from this really hard time. I'm going to have something really bright come out of this hard time.
And what do I want? Tough questions to answer for yourselves, but when we do and lean into it, that's where the magic happens.
Seriously,
it is. Try it. We're not lying. Outside of the pathway to music, what are some of the other significant challenges that you've faced, and more importantly, how have those challenges shaped the way that you treat others?
It's very interesting because this year, my brother was incarcerated, and so I've been supporting my family through all that, and he hasn't been tried or anything, so he's just waiting trial, and so, all of that on top of just digging into music has been absolutely challenging. And so this past year has been very, very significant. A lot of life changes and a lot of head changes and the way you look at things, and things can change on a dime and you don't know how things are going to play out. And so, as I said, it's just really that deep trust in yourself to get through these hard moments. And I'm really trying to, for my parents, for my family, trying to bring something light and bright out of such a dark time. And I've been treating other people as if every single person on this planet has something that they deal with.
Yes. Yes, they do.
You talk to everyone. Talk to anyone, be like, I'd be like, what's your comeback story? They're like, oh, let me tell you.
Hold my tea.
Seriously, hold my tea. Because not one person on this planet hasn't dealt with something absolutely just that you'd be like, oh my God, are you okay? Right?
Yeah.
And so that's why we have to treat people with respect and kindness every
Take
day.
care of each other. You just never know. And anything can be like that hair trigger, right? Like, and if we, in small acts of kindness, they always ripple, and it can be as easy as smiling at somebody on the street. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't need to be giving away things or, you know, giving up your energy. It can be really simple, small things like smiling, taking care of each other, being empathetic.
Opening the door for someone.
Having a seat at the table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, when when you're standing in a group and there's like a new person and they're like really shy, I always take a step back and like almost make the circle bigger.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Let them in, right? And it's so surprising how often when you create that space for other people, they will step into it.
Oh yeah, I've had people just say that to me, thank you so much. Like, I'm so nervous. I'm like, I was nervous.
Because we've all been there. We've all been there first too, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the beautiful things about being a human, honestly. So speaking about that kindness and treating others the way we like to be treated, has there been a particular moment where somebody's kindness impacted the trajectory of your life?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
So many?
Like, well, you can talk about that Big Bang moment where David,
oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? David Joyce was just like, hey, like, you're cool. You sing really well. Like, I like your songs.
Really well. I cannot. She sings beautifully. Oh my gosh. You are just magic on stage. You are. And like, I'm so drawn to you and you're just magnetic. And I'm sorry. And I know I'm preaching to all of you, but you really need to go see a Sarah-Jayne Riley show because you are so special. And I'm sorry, I just hijacked your kindness answer.
I'm going to have a secret garden party in the summertime for my Peterborough peeps because they're not on the tour. But yeah.
If little you were sitting here right now, what would you tell that little girl?
Girl, you're going on tour.
You did it.
We're doing it. We're really doing it. Yeah, you're going to do it one day. You're going to go through a whole bunch of stuff. You know, part of my human design is the experimenter and the martyr. And so I have to experiment. I have to go through all these things to be able to talk about it and tell other people and tell my story, write songs. And so I kind of have to get my hands dirty with it. And so I would tell her to just get your hands dirty and don't judge yourself. And that's one of my big messages is you just have to save yourself.
Be your own hero.
Your own, and the cavalry's not coming.
They're not coming.
They're not coming.
Nobody is coming.
And, I sat in doctor's offices. I've sat there and been like, I've had these feelings of wanting to end my life, of wanting to have these horrible feelings towards myself. And then one day I was like, wait a minute. I was literally in the car driving to work, and I was like, I love myself. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I love myself. What the am I doing? And I just dug down. I was like, no, this is day one. I'm day one-ing it. Like I always say, day one-ing it. And I day one-ed it. And I did a lot of cognitive behavioral therapy with like the all or nothing thinking and just trying to like identify my thoughts.
Yep.
And just be like, no, calling myself out because no one else is going to do it.
Yep. Be accountable to yourself.
Yeah, I talked to my friend about this, being your own mother and father, or the mother and father you always wanted to have, or whatever. Right? My parents are fantastic. Shout out to my parents. Aww. Always supportive and amazing. But some people don't. And so just what does that look like for yourself?
That's a powerful message. And that inner child work too. That it's huge. It is huge.
Yes, it's huge.
And I hope you don't mind me saying, and I can always edit it out if it's not all right, but I submitted a story to your comeback.
Yeah, you did.
There's gonna be a lot of stories.
There is,
yeah,
and
right.
There's a lot. There's a lot of stories from having being sexually assaulted, getting pregnant from that, and having to end that pregnancy. People and their children passing away. People who have, they're going through it right now. Maybe they're in dealing with family stuff they don't have their kids with them. Just like so many different, you name it, it's happened to someone.
Another beautiful space where people can be reminded that they are not alone.
Yeah.
We're not alone.
No.
We're all in the same storm with different boats.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's why the album is called Rules for the Collective Good.
Rules for the collective good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Sarah, can I just bottle you up and keep you forever? Oh my, sorry. There's just, there's certain energies, and it's like my energy is like screaming for yours. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, what's maybe one part of your journey that people don't often ask you about, but you wish that they would?
Well, I think it's the struggle. People just see me as this put together, in a daredevil suit, one piece, on the street, and that like, oh, that girl's, she's
must
got
be
it.
nice.
Yeah, but dude, like,
she's human.
Yeah, and that's, that's that. Like, they don't know all the things that have brought me to this point, and I'm so happy because I always say all roads lead to this moment. So I have no regret because I'm so happy right now, and I have a few friends that also say that, right? Because I have my one friend who's from Peterborough, Jason Stabler, who's a fantastic.
I know that
DJ.
name.
Yeah. And he went through so much stuff, and I helped him. We reconnected during COVID, and he has this beautiful life right now. He met this amazing woman named Isabel. She had a daughter, and then they're a beautiful blended family. And we always say all roads lead to this moment.
I love that. All roads lead to this one. There's gonna be so many quotes coming out of this episode. I'm telling you, this is gold. Gold.
Love it. Yeah. So. That's what I say. It's just like, don't judge a book by its cover. Even though I'm wearing a really adorable velour jumpsuit.
Don't judge it. That's right. I'm always in pink.
I love it.
Except today I'm in black. Well, I'm in black and pink.
Didn't you?
I know, and we did not coordinate that, but I always seem to coordinate with my guests. I don't know. It's probably just the synergy and the energy.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, as we wrap up, this has just been a fantastic interview. So thank you for sharing your soul with us, honestly, and for getting real and sharing
I'll have
the
to
hard
come back
things.
because I didn't even talk about half the things I'm doing.
We will get you back, absolutely. We'll have to get you back after tour too to see how that went.
Well, that'd be great because what I'm doing for tour is a vintage pop-up tour, and I'm also kind of creating a thrift community.
Oh, see, and we're thrifters, and I know a lot of our fans are thrifters, so we got to check that out too.
Yeah, and so I'm trying. What I'm going to be doing is going across Ontario and connecting with thrift shop owners, and doing pop-up shows at their vintage stores.
Love this.
To support my larger shows in the bigger cities.
Brilliant. I can't wait to see.
Because I don't want to be in bars.
No.
It's really unsafe, and I don't drink, and it's not a part of my authenticity. So, a lot of people are like, oh, the music industry's broken. The music industry's broken. Well, it might just not be serving you in the way that you need to participate with it. And you need to dig into your authenticity and find what works for you. And that's that entrepreneur piece.
Yep. Yes.
So you can be a recording artist, but what are you doing about it?
Entrepreneurs are beasts. There is something in the soul, and it is we do things differently. Yes. And like all the entrepreneurs in my circle, like they're just different. And again, I don't know exactly what that magic is, but it's really special because there's a certain type of fearlessness with trying things that we see in that vein.
Someone said to me, why would you want to see less of you in the world?
Right.
Why would you shrink? Why do you want to see less of you in the world?
Yeah.
I think of someone like Taylor Swift and the amount of happiness that brings so many thousands
So
of girls
many
and women.
people,
You know, a lot of
yes.
people say, oh, I didn't know you like Taylor Swift. I was like, even, like, I like the Red album in that era because that's kind of like what dug into me when I was that age.
Right.
You can't deny that the business of that and the way that she influences other people
Yes.
is absolutely astonishing.
Yes. And I'm 100% for that positivity and kindness. Like, what a great message. Like, how can you be mad at Taylor Swift? It's wholesome. Like, it's good stuff.
Because she's a woman.
Yeah.
Well, watch the Martha Stewart documentary.
Martha Stewart is my idol. I say it all the time. I don't even care that she went to jail. She actually gets more respect from me because of that.
Wrongly put in there. It talks about it all in the documentary. Watch it.
Well, I'm going in.
Watch it and message me.
I will. We're going to have a whole sidebar chat of that. Sarah-Jayne Riley, what is the best thing about life?
You get to decide your story and the ending.
You choose.
You choose. Choose your own adventure.
Player's choice. I love
Player's
that.
choice,
Choose your own
baby.
adventure. And to wrap up the show today, the floor is yours. Sarah-Jayne Riley, if you want to share a message with everybody watching, what is that message?
I feel like I've shared all my little things I've been working on, but if you're thinking of doing something, don't wait to today. Because tomorrow you're going to regret that you didn't start today, and then that is going to happen the next day and the next day. So whatever just popped into your brain when I said that, make a plan.
Do it.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll thank yourself later.
You will.
Promise.
And there's less struggle, I find, down the road, just like you said, when we lean into that authenticity, the things that we really want, the things that we really want to be doing. There's less friction. There's less emotional friction.
And it's so cool because other people start seeing that energy and they want to be a part of it.
And they come out of the woodwork.
Oh my God. And then you get the really nice people supporting
Likewise.
your stuff. You know? You never know. Like your sign, like, you know, this wonderful location, like just how amazing you are. Like just like everything, just lean in your authenticity.
Pieces happen, that's right. Lean into authenticity.
Just do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of The Tiffany Show. Find Sarah-Jayne Riley on Spotify.
Yeah, and you can, everything is on my website, sarahjayneriley.com.
Beautiful. Thank you for joining us today, my friend.
Thank you.
Be kind, keep going, and all that good stuff.
You're looking to sell your home or cottage? You want to work with someone who knows the market inside and out. Hi, I'm Sarah Evans, born and raised in Peterborough, Ontario. I am very proud to call this great community home. Contact me today and I can promise to exceed your expectations. 705-768-6278 or visit sarahevans.ca.
Not intended to solicit those currently under contract.